You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, picked up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when they do that.
Deep ball on second down, but
so many times we see teams go on the road and have to lean on their running game. This crew just announced they're going to try and air it out.
incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Yeah, he'll be out. Too shy of the 30.
28-yard gain. First down, Chargers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Gets around him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the step and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. It's Eckler again. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here's Traymon Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 22. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Mills now. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here comes Carter. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on first down, Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
On gain of 27 on the play. First down, Chargers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down, it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down throw for Mills. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
On second down, here's Pierce. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say,
and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mills to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Carter. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on 4th. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, Justin Herbert buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack on first down, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they'll burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Mills. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Eckler, they run left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Eckler now between the tackles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On second and goal, Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on second and 6, Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up the middle with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Texans 2.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite... struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now, Mills. They're going across the field, he connects with Mechie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mills on first down. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So we'll call it now. He's at 4.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Over the dime work on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. Disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mills. Right side completes to Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there from McClinton. Obviously, he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking a bit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Charger drive about to get going. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So this one's over. It's in the win column.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.